everybody. Adam Savage here at Silicon 2022 with my friend and hero, Beverly Downen. Dude, Beverly, how are you, by the way?
I'm great. Good morning.
It's good to see you. Are you having a good con? This is Sunday morning, the second day.
I'm having the best time. This is the convention for makers, and I've just been in heaven all weekend.
I'm so glad
it's so
to hear
great.
that.
It's just great. Yeah.
And this is your costume for the con. You are in a still suit from Denis Villeneuve's Dune.
Yes.
Holy shit, it's so pretty.
Thank you.
Dude.
This has been on my list for a while, and I thought it would be an easy build.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
I
it's
went
a lot
into
of
it like,
flat.
because there's a lot of flat pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started looking at the details and the all of the care that they took to make all the tiny little details. They're so beautiful, and I couldn't leave them out. So it's what I wanted to spend 3 weeks on took me twice as much time.
What I love about this costume, I thought the same thing you did when I first saw it. I thought, because the first Dune still suits are all custom sculpted, right? Clearly. And I saw these and I was like, oh, that's a really clever thing they did. They used a lot of flat materials. I'm betting they're lightweight foams and they could adjust them. And then I read about the fact that they had this whole fitting factory for the actors.
Yes.
Where every suit got custom sized to the actors.
Yeah, which would be a dream. Yeah.
So tell me about the construction of these. I see some canvas and some sewing and but then all of this foam work. Is this all just hand edged by you?
Yes, it's all 2 millimeter super high density EVA 70 foam. And I actually have a sample pattern piece I can show you. Here, you can save that. All of my pattern pieces are super flat.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great? But yeah, the 2 millimeter EVA foam was really easy to work with, and all of the connections are just slats. It's just so beautifully connected. But I did use mechanical connections for putting things together. So I've got rivets.
Instead of glue.
Or not rivets, but Chicago screws.
Chicago screws,
My favorite kind of screw.
Yeah.
I brought this for you to play around with. This is just a dowel that is glued to the EVA foam. So that's what all the
Right. The structural members are.
Yep, and they're down my leg here. It's
Okay, so I have this issue right now with my Mandalorian costume is I can't put it on without help.
Yeah.
This must have, to put these pieces on and take them off, you had help?
I did, yes. My husband is very good at helping me get dressed. I did create this so I can put the chest piece on by myself, so I can mostly get ready, but when I'm panicking, I cannot get ready by myself. So
I feel you.
Yeah.
I received a new costume in the mail the other day, and my wife and I spent about an hour getting it on, and she's a good dresser as well.
It's a team sport sometimes.
Are the gloves Canon? Are those the ones that we're using?
Oh gosh, no, these are green, Adam. I ordered the wrong color. And then I was like, well, I'm dyeing all the other fabrics, so I'll just put this in the dye pot too. And nope, did not. So part of it is the same color, but I've got to just, it's all a process, right?
It is such a process.
It's an iteration. I'm a walking iteration right now.
These coming the wrong color, I've had that so many times because the picture is never quite.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yes. So it's there's always something to do and something to improve on.
I'm curious. So I'm sure as you were researching this, you looked at behind the scenes materials. Was there any places in which you felt like you got a glimpse into the process of putting this costume that wasn't mentioned, but like you saw the actors going through what they were going through, the costumers?
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the attachments and how things are put together, zooming in on all the little details that they don't show you. So I was pressing pause a lot on a lot of those behind the scenes videos to go look at a lot of those how things lie on the costumers, and actually the shoes that they wear. I sewed this fabric onto my shoe.
Oh, really?
And there's one picture, they don't tell you where the shoes come from. There's one picture where Zendaya is sitting down and you can see the bottom of her shoe and the tread really well. So I searched for probably 2 days for a shoe. These are not the Canon shoes, but they're pretty close and I think they're gonna work. And they're really comfortable.
Nobody's pegged the actual brand
no,
yet?
I mean, if somebody knows, let me know.
Yes, let you know. Okay, the construction is amazing, but so is the weathering. It really, really ties it together. Tell me about how you weathered this.
Thank you. So usually I will paint my weathering onto
Yeah.
my costumes. But this time, it's like, the world is dusty. And so they probably, in that world, they created the flat pieces for the suits. And then it just got dusty from being in the desert.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just throw dust and dirt on this.
Sure.
So I've never weathered like this before. And it was so fun. And I was at first very careful.
Yeah,
I started on the back where you couldn't see if I messed anything up, you know.
Yeah.
How can you mess up putting dirt on things? But I was
I've
certain
done
I
it.
could do it. So I started in the back, and it took me probably twice as long, but it was so much fun. And then by the end of it, I was just slathering it on, and I mean, it was a real like contact sport for me.
What I love
it was
about
great.
What I love about dust is that you can put it on real heavy, and after just a few minutes, as it wears, the wear patterns are so natural.
Yeah, and I love how it's accumulated in the seams where it would, you know.
I can't believe you edged these parts like this.
Oh yeah,
it looks so good.
I'm all about those details. Absolutely, I find so much joy in creating those.
The first few times I interviewed you and we talked, I didn't know your real hair color for at least a couple of years, because you were always in these elaborate pieces.
Transformative, yeah.
So I'm imagining that it might be refreshing to have just your hair out.
This is a wig, Adam. Yes, mission accomplished.
Well done. It's a good wig.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have to mention that I had a lot of help from some friends,
Yeah.
and the wig reminded me. My friends Karma Cosplay, they also made Dune Stillsuits, and I can't, we rely on other makers to help each other along, and they answered a lot of questions for me because they did their suits in 3 weeks, which was just insane. Yeah,
That is
I don't know
totally
how they did it. Still don't know how they did it.
I bought a complete set of parts from a run on the RPF, but as you know, it's like to gear shift into a new costume, especially with this complexity, it's like, I know it's going to be a full day of just looking at material before things start to take shape.
Oh, absolutely. And it's a puzzle piece. Putting these pieces together, this top piece is a puzzle piece. for
You
sure.
must have the same experience I do, where at the beginning, it's just a bunch of textures.
Oh, yeah.
And then the more you look at it, the more they actually, in your head, start to lift into layers and you start to understand the structure.
Yes, absolutely. I made so many mock-ups, and it was frustrating. It was also a freeing process to know that, this is just an iteration. I'm not freaking out about this. I made my patterns with tinfoil and paper.
On your body.
On a duct tape body farm.
There you go.
I know the D word. I'm sorry.
No, I don't mind duct tape. I love duct tape.
But yeah, that was instrumental for getting all of the contours, the flat pieces to move correctly. So
Right. This is all about flat pieces meeting compound curves.
right, exactly. Yeah. There's very few compound curves on this costume.
So the breath mask, is it comfortable or does it make you really hot?
It's very
quickly?
comfortable, and I made it so that I could put an N95 in it. So
Brilliant.
I don't have an N95 in it right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
but it does fit over that because, pandemic times.
course.
And I would like to wear this to many conventions, so I want to be prepared. But yeah.
Now, I'm curious about a microphone. Can you release the call?
Oh, no. Okay, that's next. I'll call you to help me out with that.
I don't know if there's a voice modulation booth, but maybe some of the electronics folks
I'm sure
can help.
someone here can help me out with that.
Beverly, it looks so beautiful. I have an
Thank
extra
you.
Chris knife I'm going to send you when I
Oh
get
my
back to San
gosh.
Francisco.
Oh, thank
I
you.
keep on sending you weaponry for costumes. Yeah.
And I will always accept that.
Okay, good. It is a magnificent
Thank
thing,
you so
and
much.
Thank you so much for showing it to us.
My
Dude,
pleasure.
You are my hero.